Alright, welcome back to SouFLoTV again, everybody. It is your host with the most. If you've never been here before, just go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And then hit the bell next to the subscribe button so you're notified every time a new video goes up on SouFLoTV. Alright, so we've been following this whole Jacure thing from the beginning till now, right? None of us have seen Jacure in a courtroom publicly in the Netherlands yet, where he is being held and has been there for quite some time now in lockup. But it seems like that time is approaching fast. Jacure fans want to know what's going on with Jacure. SouFlo, what's the latest update? Alright, shout out to dancehallmag.com because this article right here has pretty much everything in it well put together, and I could not have said it any better. Reggae singer Jacure is longing for his first public hearing for attempted murder and aggravated assault, as it could give him an opportunity to be granted bail if the court decides in his favor. That means there's a possibility when he appears before the court on Wednesday, January 12th at 11:45 a.m. Today I'm doing this video is January 9th. So that means in a few days, Jacure will be before the courts in the Netherlands and he could be granted bail. Could be granted bail. But if you've been following this story, you might say, I think that's highly unlikely. Franklin Wittemina, press officer for the Netherlands Public Prosecution Service in Amsterdam, explained that the court could decide whether the prison wall singer remains behind bars and if his time behind bars is also extended, or if they decide to let him walk. Let him walk would not mean that his whole case disappears. It would mean that he would have the privilege of staying outside of a jail cell while his court case goes before the courts. Now, at the hearing, the prosecutor will reveal the current status of the investigation and whether the prosecutor considers it necessary for the suspect to remain in custody for a period of up to 90 more days. It will then be up to the courts to decide whether the remand order will be extended or not. So either he's going to get more time in lockup or he's going to get a bail. His case will not go away. Jacure would have been detained for a period of 103 days at the date of the hearing. The date of the hearing should be January 12th at 11:45 a.m. By the time that day rolls around, Jacure would have already been locked up in the Netherlands for 103 days. Damn! Time flies. Time really flies. You know, there's more to this article. I'm going to go into more to the article, but let me just say, every story has multiple sides. Every story has multiple sides. And as far as this story goes with Jacure, you know, we weren't there, so we don't know. I don't think Jacure just threw away all he had to go stab up a man and end up in jail. I think something more must have happened, right? But we have not been able to hear Jacure's side of the story yet. There's been speculations concerning this case where it's said that Jacure was owed a certain amount of money by a shady promoter and he wanted his money. When a man works, he wants to be paid, especially if you have agreements. I didn't come to work for free. I decided I was going to work for a certain money number fee. And then I did the work. And you're now paying me my money. I want my money. I left sweet, sweet Jamaica to come all the way over here in COVID time. Put in the work. And you want to work me for free. This is not slavery days. That's the speculation that's out there. You also had many other, or quite a few, not many, but quite a few other entertainers in the reggae industry, including Ika Mouse, who made it clear on video that this particular promoter has robbed not only him, but many others, and he's well known on the circuit for that. That is out of their opinions, right? That they posted to social media. Kind of give us an insight into who the person is. The person is a well-known promoter, organizer slash producer, all these kind of things. And he is very entrenched in the reggae music scene in that part of the world. Name big, because he's worked with and brought many other big name acts into that region before to work, to do shows, to bring reggae music and them vibes to that part of the earth. He's somebody that is well known, and to some, he's somebody that is also well respected. So we will have to see how this goes. The only way that Cure could have actually walked away from this, like we said from our first video, is if this promoter, the person who was allegedly stabbed by Jah Cure, if he decided, listen, I'm not pressing no charges, and he goes before the court and says, me and Cure have no dealings, nothing didn't go on between us, and the charges that are on the books, I take back what I said, and let's drop the charges. That's the only way. And he has shown and vowed that he is going to take it to court, and he's going all the way through with it. So his goal is to get Jah Cure to do prison time, to pay for what he did to him. In case y'all forgot, it was alleged that Jah Cure inflicted bodily harm on this person in a severe manner, which is interpreted as attempted murder, right? The pre-trial can also be cancelled by court, whereupon the suspect will be released. It can also be suspended, whereupon the suspect will be released subject to certain conditions. That means, I don't know like how they do it in the States, you know, you wear an ankle monitor, you have to be inside before 9 p.m., you can't be outside before 8 a.m., give you time to conduct your business while you fight this court case kind of thing. Would they release him on those conditions? I don't think Jah Cure is a citizen or a permanent resident of that part of the world. So I don't see them releasing someone who is considered a visitor, because he could be looked at as a flight risk. You know, to backdoor alley, jump on a boat, come off, jump on a plane here and there, and he's back in Jamaica. Right? But I don't think Jah Cure would do that either. He cannot hide. He's Jah Cure. Alright. Jah Cure, whose real name is Sikatori Alcock, is actually charged with attempted murder, attempted manslaughter, aggravated assault, or attempted aggravated assault. These are serious charges that carry a lot of years behind bars. As far as I remember, I think they said he could be looking up to 15 years behind bars in the Netherlands. That's serious. If Jah Cure gets found guilty and gets convicted and is placed in prison in the Netherlands for 15 years, would that be the end of his career as we know it? Because 15 years from now, when you're already 40 years old, it's like, you know, it's just almost senior citizen age, you're coming out. But reggae music has been known to be one of those where you have some longevity if your music is good. And Jah Cure music certainly is good, and the kind of reggae music that can stand the test of time. He was actually up for a Grammy. He was not selected. Sure, that's a bummer to him, because he expressed before that he really wanted one and he was working towards that level of prestige. However, it missed him on the last Grammys. I'm sure he's more concerned now about his freedom than he is about an award. So Jah Cure's social media page has been recently updated with the singer showing off the success of his awards that he got from songs that were successful, like you look plaque them and all that. Obviously, these are videos that are posted before all this happened, or someone is definitely running his social media. I don't think Jah Cure is the one that's running his social media. And he left a statement that said, quote unquote, "I never lose. I either win or I learn. Greater things are within me. The world is yet to see. Happy New Year's to all my fans. Have a prosperous 2022. Much love to you all. See you soon, Jacure said. I never lose. I either win or learn. That's a good way to look at life. And it all depends on how you look at life. Sometimes if you find yourself in a situation like this, you'll probably look at it like, damn, I'm going to throw away 15 years of my life, or 10 years, or 5 years, however many years this takes to go away, to include his freedom being a reality, right? You might look at it and say you're throwing away years, but Cure is looking at it from a perspective of this is a learning point for him. This is a lesson he must go through. So he never loses, and he's not looking at it as a loss. He's looking at it as he wins or he learns. He also said that greater things are within me that the world is yet to see. So that's someone that's still upbeat and optimistic and looking forward to his future regardless of what is going on right now. However, he will have to sort out what is going on right now in order to get on to the future. But we don't control time as man, right? So we have to roll with the punches through time. However, Wittemena said that the use of social media in the detention center there in the Netherlands is not allowed, which leads me to believe that someone is running his social media. You know, I saw Jacure's daughter, his little daughter. Everybody who follow Cure and like his music and is a fan also seen, you know, his daughter throughout the time, because he's very all about his daughter and he shows her a lot. So we see her grow on social media, through social media. And recently I saw her coming into the New Year's doing some presentation where she was singing, and also I saw her at a table. I forgot what she was doing at the table, but if you know how close that man is to his little daughter, I can only imagine cause how his daughter feels right now. Because you know, when daddy's baby girl clings to daddy, there's a certain kind of bond there between father and daughter when you have a good, solid father, a loving, caring father, which Cure is to his daughter, obviously, right? So the poor little girl, she probably be looking for her father and not seeing him. She don't understand the whole legalities, or they probably haven't even explained to her what kind of trouble her father is in. She probably just thinks he's on an extended tour and they're able to keep her away from all this that is coming out in the media. But if he gets 15 years or 10 years or 5 years, they're probably going to have to explain to her at some point, right? She'll be about a teenager by the time he is forwarding from prison. Jacure, who is being represented by Tim Sheffer of law firm Kudjepers Nelson, is being held at the undisclosed detention center outside of Amsterdam. He's been there since October of 2021. We are in January. Today is January 9th as I'm doing this video. Don't know what day you will be listening to it, but from October of 2021 to January of 2022, so far still incarcerated. He was reportedly involved in a stabbing incident with a concert promoter, and the concert promoter's name is Ricardo Papa Blake, otherwise known as Papa. Cure was arrested following the incident in Dam Square in the center of Amsterdam on October 1st of 2021. And Cure is stranger. He's no stranger. He's no stranger to the justice system, albeit it's a totally different justice system. But he's no stranger to prison. He's no stranger to lockup. He's no stranger to jail time. He's no stranger to going to court, right? And of course, the article mentions his past incident, which a lot of people still hold against Jacure, by the way. In April of 1999, he was found guilty and he was sentenced to 15 years in prison for rape. He was released from jail on parole in July of of 2007. So from 1999 to 2007, he was incarcerated. He was locked up. He was in prison in Jamaica, serving time, accused of and convicted in a court of law of rape, which is something that is ghastly. And like I said, a lot of people still hold that against him. But as you can see, a lot of people also have forgiven him. Some never had any malice against him in the first place. Because if you've seen Jacure perform overseas, especially in the Netherlands, you see the kind of crowd and you see the kind of crowd interaction that he gets, which tells you that he is still adored by many, and many wish him well. Many people warned him before, and I heard rumors of people like Foota Hype and other people like that warning him that he needed to calm down, him need for simmer, him need for chill, him need for cool. Some people were saying that he lost his way as a Rasta and he is living in worldly ways, vanity and greed and pride and all this, and he needed to come back to the center. Well, sometimes the Creator sits you down. Sometimes the universe sits you in place so you observe your lesson, because you're just too out of control and moving too fast and you're not listening to the divine voice. That kind of thing on a spiritual level still, right? In 2015, he was also arrested in Trinidad and Tobago, court-martialed shortly after completing his performance at the O2 Park. He was charged with accepting money to perform and then not showing up. However, after a lengthy discussion between lawyer Mario Merritt and attorneys representing the promoters whom he had owed the money, which was alleged to be more than 83,000 TTs in performance fees, set up the show, get your advance, don't show up for the show, keep your advance, move on. That's robbery. And he was accused of something like that as well. It is alleged that he paid $6,000 in cash to the courts, and then he agreed to pay the remainder later on. So those are just his past issues, run-ins with the law. And of course, again, shout out to Dancehall Mag. At the end of this article, it says that Jacure's popular songs include Longing For, Never Find, Unconditional Love, and Call on Me, which are all big songs. Who don't know them song there? Longing for my baby to love me more. What am I longing for? Babylon release the cure. And of course, Never Find. You'll never find no one in this lifetime to love you like I do. So never mind. And then there's Unconditional Love. You never saw it coming. And the next thing you know, unconditional love. And then, of course, Call on Me. Anytime you need a lover, call on me, and I'll be waiting. The only reason I sing out them song there in the end is to show you how much of a Jacure fan supporter I am. I buy his music, I purchase his music, I reviewed his releases in the past, all that. So we don't jump on these stories just because something going bad with the artist and now we're here to report the negativity, right? I didn't need to hear the song. I just needed to read the title of the song and I'm able to sing the whole song. That's when you're actually really a fan of a person. People can say, okay, so what's your favorite Jacure song? If you're stuck and you don't know, then how can you be a fan, right? So we're genuine fans of Jacure as far as the music goes. And we hope and wish all the best for him. And we can't say condolences because luckily nobody died in this. But this could have been that much serious where we would have been saying condolences to Papa. So people are saying, SouFlo, Jacure is not no victim in this. The brother failed to control himself. In a civilized society, there are ways that you deal with certain things and you cannot operate like that. If somebody crosses you, you try to take their life, you go through the courts as a professional and you move on. Either way, This is the update to Jacure for 2022. Looking forward now to his day in court, January 12th at 11:45 a.m. as things are set, and we will then give you the follow-up as to what's going on with him after that. Will he be out on bail? Will he be remanded further pending a trial? Whatever. Is everything going to be dropped and he gets to fly home to Jamaica? In the best case scenario, that's how it would work out. But for some reason, I don't think that's what's going to happen. It's going to either be stay for more time pending trial, or released on bail but still having to go to trial. So we will see. Hit that subscribe button and click the bell next to the subscribe button so you're notified every time a new video goes up on Hot Topics. By the way, go check out my other channel, which is called Hot Topics TV. But this right here is SouFLoTV. I'm out. Peace.